Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
For GAW Afterparty, 7 days, 7 days.
Aleister, I will break you.
That Walter is chasing down. Walter is beating up Cody. Hang on, TMDK. TMDK's here, Nick Miller. That's your mentor, Bandido. Natural selection. Charlotte Flair is going to Afterparty. And this time, I will break him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GAW Afterparty. This is an event that has been in the works for months now, and we finally get to know the destinies of 5 title challengers, the first of which, Charlotte Flair. But my God, what a show we have. Usos versus TMDK, Falls Count Anywhere. Bandido versus Lashley. Bandido tries to become the 4th consecutive Rumble on the Beach winner to win the title. Rousey versus Kai in a tables match, the first time that a world title has ever been defended in a tables match. And of course, the main event that we are all looking forward to, Aleister Black versus Walter, no disqualification. So it just gets better and better and better. And I'll tell you what, if Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair is going to be the worst match of the night, you've got yourself one hell of a wrestling card. Charlotte Flair earned her way into this match by beating Kairi Sane in a #1 contenders match, and Flair says that it's time for the Queen to reign in GAW for the first time. A little bit of a mixed reception for Bianca Belair, I think because we are in Miami, and that is close enough to Flair country that you're going to have enough Flair fans coming down and rooting for the Queen tonight. But I'll tell you what, as champions go, I don't know if Bianca Belair is surpassed by anyone right now, maybe other than Aleister Black, in terms of how she looks at the title, in terms of how she views herself. And she was from moment one ready to step up against Charlotte Flair tonight. And you have to respect someone like that, someone who is willing to take on a woman as dangerous as Charlotte Flair. And Bianca Belair was absolutely willing to step up and do it. And in the short history of United States champions, the first one ever, Ronda Rousey, who will be competing for her first world title later on. Rousey, she started that tradition. Bianca Belair is really picking it up. And now the first of 5 titles on the line in Miami, the U.S. Championship. No time limit in this title match. There will be no time limit in any match tonight, as we have 5 matches, all of them title defenses. Bianca Belair trying to make her first successful defense of the title. And it would already put her halfway towards Tegan Nox's total. Nox held the belt for 173 days, managed only 2 successful defenses in there, as Nox did her best to not defend the belt as often as possible. Stands in stark contrast to the first U.S. champion. Ronda Rousey beat the legend Lita to win the title back at Cyclone Denver in July of last year. Rousey managed 6 defenses in 104 days, finally lost it to Casey Catanzaro in the first ever MMA rules match. Or I'm sorry, in a steel cage match. They competed in the first ever MMA rules match, which Ronda Rousey won, albeit by a draw. Catanzaro in her first defense took on Tegan Nox, cover here from Belair, just 2 weeks in, and Nox and Dakota Kai, team kick, turned on Casey Catanzaro, cost her the match, and gave Tegan Nox the championship. It was a stranglehold in the women's division, only broken up by Bianca Belair at Bash at the Beach. Another cover, and Flair immediately shoots her shoulder up. Belair, probably the best athlete in GAW right now, pound for pound, and now up onto the shoulders goes Charlotte Flair. And look at Belair, the strength, and Flair sees the potential issue, and Charlotte Flair comes down, and we know that Bianca Belair, that could have been the electric chair drop she used on Tegan Nox several times, including once into the barricade before their title match. Meanwhile, Charlotte Flair coming in, beat Kairi Sane in a number one contenders match, and now up onto the shoulders, Flair goes again, and there is the electric chair drop by Belair. The height that you come down, and Belair launches you up into the air as well, leg hooked, and Flair kicked out. Charlotte Flair really struggled in season 1. It's been a lot better for her in season 2, but Bianca Belair can put an end to all that right now. Flair gets out of the wrist lock. That is a vicious right hand. I think a big reason why Charlotte Flair has seen a lot more success here in season 2 is because she has been a lot more versatile in her game than she was in season 1. In season 1, she was using her dangerous figure 8 submission, but that was really the only offensive maneuver that she was using to any kind of effect. This year, she's turned a lot more to the natural selection, and that has won her a lot of her matches so far. Standing switch by the Queen, and now one from Belair. You can tell the chess match that's going on here between both women. You never want to make a mistake against either one, and now Belair, she will be the first of what I assume is many to introduce Charlotte Flair to that turnbuckle. These turnbuckle pads are going to make some new friends by the end of the night. Belair coming in and again trying to make her first defense of the title. Would already make her the 3rd most decorated champion of all time. She would be tied for the 2nd most decorated if she is to make a second defense, but that's more of a comment on Tegan Nox's avoidance of any kind of title defense in her reign as champ. So Bianca Belair, she could end it right here. Belair has a lot of room to run. The former track star with a spear right into the midsection. It's exactly what Charlotte Flair has used before, and now no, Flair kicked out. Bianca Belair trying to find some poetic justice in putting Charlotte Flair away with the spear. We haven't seen things get physical between these two, but certainly the war of words, and now Charlotte Flair with a spear of her own. Charlotte Flair saying to Bianca Belair, this is how you do it, and now Flair with the leg hooked, and it's an easy kick out from Belair, considering the force on that spear. The war of words between these two has spanned weeks and has been pretty vitriolic when you think about it, and now Charlotte Flair, look at this core strength. Figure 4 head scissors, and Flair just using Bianca Belair's body as a lever against her own head. This will put a whole lot of pressure on the neck, and Charlotte Flair, my goodness. The strength on display here, and another one from Flair. 5 already, and finally she lets it go. Belair probably seeing stars, and so Charlotte Flair seeing her opportunity to win the title right now, maybe looking for the natural selection, but Bianca Belair answers. Now Belair's getting the fans on her side. Flair rolls out, Belair up to the top, Belair looking to drop the axe. Charlotte Flair able to avoid it, but Belair again, those strong legs help her absorb that blow. Both women have to be pretty conscious about the time from the referee. Oh my God, what a knife edge chop by Belair. You get only 10 seconds now in title matches, so wrestlers have to be careful. We have never had a double count out in a title match, and I hope that will continue. Up under the shoulders goes Flair, and Belair again with the electric chair drop. And it happened so fast. Belair puts you so high up into the air, you can't see it coming, and Flair went forehead first into the canvas. Off the ropes comes Belair, and Belair avoids the wrist lock from Flair, and now up onto the shoulders goes Flair. Bianca Belair, kiss of death. Flair tried to get herself back in this match. Bianca Belair caught her, and Bianca Belair retains the U.S. Championship. What a performance from Bianca Belair in her first title defense. Normally, it takes you a little while to get that polished against someone as dangerous as Charlotte Flair, but Bianca Belair, credit to her. She has now defended the belt for the first time successfully, and I'm certain that Belair hopes it'll be the first of many, this coming just over a month after she won the title. To put that in contrast, Tegan Nox's first defense came about 2 weeks after she won the title. Ronda Rousey's first defense came about 3 weeks after she won the title. So Belair's had to wait longer than any other US champion in history, but it was worth the wait for Bianca Belair, the first of our 5 champions to walk out with the title. Will they all? We'll find out throughout the course of the night. Coming up next, the Usos, their titles could be in danger now as they take on the mighty Don't Kneel Falls Count Anywhere.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Well, the mighty Don't Kneel look pretty confident about their chances, I suppose. I don't know if I would be, considering who they're walking into the ring against, but you gotta at least admire well, no, never mind, you can't admire it. Don't admire the mighty Don't Kneel, although I will say they've dressed down a little bit here. They've been coming out in those kind of audacious Australian colors and whatnot, and now they've dressed down to the occasion just a tad. I wonder if that's to kind of put more of the focus on the in-ring attributes that they're going to need to have today against the Usos. I wouldn't blame them. Well, folks, you heard it right before this match. August 16th, Northern Lights begins. I cannot wait for that event. Just like Bash at the Beach, a 2-week special event featuring matches from both Friday Night Storm and the GAW Academy. It is going to be so much fun. And you know, we always see crazy stuff happen on these types of events. We saw crazy stuff at Bash at the Beach, so I cannot wait for Northern Lights. The Usos, they cannot wait to throw down against the mighty Don't Kneel after everything the two teams have been through. The Usos have come out with that new attitude, new fire to them, or maybe old fire, depending on how you look at it. The Usos trying to make their second successful title defense in their second title reign. And in this match, anything goes. Falls count anywhere in this arena. You can use any weapon you can think of, as long as you can keep someone down for 3 or get someone to tap out. Those are the only rules here. We'll see how this match progresses as we go forward, knowing that these men do not have to stay in this ring. Jimmy across the ring comes and drives Shane Thorne's neck down onto the middle rope. Looks like the Usos are trying to isolate TMDK here, and look at this. Jey Uso underneath the knife edge chop from Nick Miller, rolled him up, and Shane Thorne is there to break up the cover. This is going to be the strategy here from the Usos, and oh my God, Shane Thorne levels Jey Uso. What a lariat. Talking to the Usos and their coaches, spinebuster from Nick Miller. You learn that the Usos feel like one-on-one they have the matchup advantage. So the whole idea, they believe that TMDK, the reason they've been able to win so much recently is their double team offense has gotten so good that that's what is putting so many teams away. So the Usos want to be able to isolate these two. Obviously, that's not working so well right now. Jey Uso finally recovers up to his feet. Jimmy catches Shane Thorne in the middle of that lariat, and here comes Jey Uso back into the ring. So Jimmy and Jey will attempt to take both members of TMDK one-on-one here. They believe that that is their matchup advantage. Certainly Jimmy doing a good job right now against Shane Thorne. But Nick Miller could have Jey Uso in trouble. Jimmy's got to look out. Liger bomb from Nick Miller, and Jimmy just went out and took the referee. I don't know why you went for the referee first. Nick Miller hanging on to the cover as if there was something in it for him. Maybe Jimmy felt that was the closest target the referee was. Now Jimmy lighting up Nick Miller with strikes from everywhere, and now Shane Thorne back onto his feet. Referee still down, as is Jey Uso. Jimmy up to the top. Shane Thorne trying to stop whatever this is going to be, but Jimmy Uso not going to let it happen. Jimmy from the middle. Jimmy with an Olympic slam from the middle rope, and now turns his attention to Shane Thorne. Nick Miller's got to get out of there, but Shane Thorne levels Jimmy Uso. What a lariat, but the referee still down from Jimmy Uso's attempt to break up the pinfall from earlier. Now Jey to his feet, as is the referee, and Jey Uso heads up play, makes the cover. Shane Thorne looking for a lariat, and Jey Uso meets him. Super kick from Jey Uso. Now to retain. Jey Uso, he's got it, yes! Nick Miller cannot get there in time, and Nick Miller can't believe it. What a fast and furious match. So fast it never even left the ring. Even though, as I said, falls counted anywhere in this match, but everything happened so fast that no one got the opportunity to leave the ring. And there is the massive super kick from Jey Uso right into the mush of Shane Thorne, and Nick Miller in, and he is just a split second too late. The Usos retain their second successful title defense, and that makes 2 for 2 champions retaining their titles. So congratulations to the Usos fighting off TMDK. But of course, coming up next, we have the man that many believe is the favorite to cause a title change tonight. Bandido won the Rumble on the Beach. He is backstage right now with his mentor, Rey Mysterio, ahead of the biggest match of his GAW career. My time is now. I know it is. All this work I do will pay off. Maybe that's not always true, but for months I have to believe it. I am completely changed myself for this moment. Rey Mysterio, LAX, they help me prepare. They know what is coming to me. I know how big a threat Bobby Lashley really is, but he underestimates me. That's why I will be champion. He hasn't worked hard enough to win. I have worked too hard to lose.
Bandido.
I believe that Bandido of anyone is ready to be a champion tonight. You can just hear it in his voice. You know that Rey Mysterio has so much trust in him, and Rey, the most decorated champion in terms of number of title reigns in the history of GAW. So obviously, Rey knows a thing or two about winning titles, about being champion. He believes that Bandido has enough to beat even the dangerous Bobby Lashley tonight. And if it's good enough for Rey, it's good enough for me. Bobby Lashley does have one very, very serious weapon on his side, and that, of course, is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, the champ, one of the greatest mixed martial artists in history, has come here and said normally he doesn't have a whole lot of respect for professional wrestlers, but for Bobby Lashley, he'll make an exception. And Bobby Lashley has awarded him with has rewarded him, I should say, with one of the great title reigns, probably the best title reign since Drew McIntyre a few years ago. Lashley has held this belt since November of last year, 7 successful defenses, hopes to make it 8 tonight against Bandido, but he is facing very possibly his toughest challenge yet. Bandido, the winner of the Rumble on the Beach. Bobby Lashley knows it all too well how dangerous that winner can be, and Bandido looking to convert right now. Let's see what Bobby Lashley can do against Bandido. Well, there's one. Bandido immediately trying to start out hot. Bobby Lashley just too strong for him. That's going to be the matchup today. Bandido, so fast, so athletic. Bobby Lashley is an absolute powerhouse. Bandido going to go to work early, trying to get some of that air out of the lungs of Bobby Lashley, trying to make him breathe hard early in this match. It's not always a strategy that you go with, that we see smaller guys go with when they have to take on men as big and strong as Bobby Lashley, but in my opinion, it's probably a good one. If you want to see the whole history of the Intercontinental Championship, just head on over to generaladmissionwrestling.com and you'll see full title histories of all of our championships, dating all the way back to 2005. Cover here from Lashley and a kick out. If you do that, you'll find out that Bobby Lashley is actually in his 3rd reign as Intercontinental Champion. His 2nd came back in 2020 when he beat Adam Cole. German suplex with a bridge here, and Lashley kicks out. That was at Tidal Wave 2020. Cole took that title back at Nitro 9. Lashley's first reign with the title came in 2018 when he beat Rey Mysterio for the title. That was on an episode of what was then Wednesday Night Storm. Lashley held the belt for 158 days, 5 successful defenses, ended up losing to Drew McIntyre at Starstruck, and that led into McIntyre's 322-day reign. Bandido, beautiful Escalera into the Hurricane Rana. Now Lashley enjoying the best championship reign of his career. It has been now about 6 months, if my math is correct, that he has held this title. Bandido, Poison Rana. And it could be just 3 seconds until Lashley loses it, but Bandido knows more work needs to be done. Bandido is exceptionally dangerous. So many offensive weapons available to him. And here is just one of them. Bandido through the ropes. Heat Seeker. That's what he used to win the Goldberg Beat the Clock challenge. It set him on this whole run, and now he's trying to use it to win the Intercontinental Championship. No. Lashley kicked out. Hopefully, though, the referee ignoring Conor McGregor's pleas to stop the count is a sign of good things to come as this match goes on. As we have just found out, Bandido's going to need a little bit more to beat Bobby Lashley. Lashley's reign began at Tidal Wave last year when he beat Will Ospreay, a man who had a legendary title reign in his own right. Lashley off the turnbuckle into a German comes Bandido. Lashley needed the Dominator to beat Will Ospreay when he again challenged for the title at Nitro 10. Lashley doesn't pull out the Dominator much, but something tells me if he wants to beat Bandido here today, he's going to have to. Oh, man. So much strength from Lashley. Bandido, prior to this match, weighed in at 221 pounds. It's the heaviest he's been in his career, and it means that he has been doing non-stop strength training to try to deal with Bobby Lashley. Lashley comes in. Oh, man. Just leaps into him with that crossbody. Lashley has an MMA background as well, and now up onto the shoulders goes Bandido. Lashley, Dominator. Yes, he did need the Dominator to do that. And now Lashley with the leg hooked. Bandido kicked out. Oh, man. The Dominator has been the kill shot for Lashley. Bandido somehow worked his way out of it, and now Lashley's looking for another one. But Bandido, beautifully done, turns it into a reverse DDT. And now you gotta feel like the momentum is with Bandido. Beautiful takedown. Cross arm breaker applied from Bandido. absolutely gorgeous. And now Bandido looking to tap out the champ, and he's actually done it. He has actually done it. Bandido has submitted the champion with a cross arm breaker. Absolutely unreal. Bandido kicked out of the Dominator and then submitted the Intercontinental Champion. Can you even believe it? Here's another look at that Dominator. And you can see McGregor. McGregor believed that it was all over. So did all of us, but Bandido somehow kicked out. Cross arm breaker, and there you go. Bandido is your new Intercontinental Champion. McGregor can't believe it. He is absolutely shocked. And now McGregor's gotten into the ring, but here is Rey Mysterio. Mysterio came back in to play defense, and McGregor now looking at a 2-on-1 situation. This is what he gets for trying to play this type of game. McGregor out. He and his champion are gone. Bandido is the new Intercontinental Champion. What a night. I know we're all lost in the moment right now, but I have an announcement to make for next Friday's Friday Night Storm. In the main event, it will be Damian Martinez taking on Drew McIntyre, the man who got Jay White intentionally disqualified in a match with Martinez a few weeks ago. Martinez will get his revenge next Friday. When you hear this music and you hear the fans react like this, it can only mean one thing. Ronda Rousey is coming to the ring. The turnaround of Rousey when it comes to the fan reaction is not something I have ever seen before. The fans soundly booed Ronda Rousey when she was the US champion, but I think hindsight is 2020, realizing that at the time, Ronda Rousey, again, 6 successful defenses of the US championship in just over 100 days as champ. Fans really respect a champion who is willing to put their title on the line as much as Rousey was, and now they hope that Rousey can do the same for the World Championship. Just listen to the way the reaction changed when Dakota Kai came out here. The leader of Team Kick and the Women's World Champion since Nitro 10, when she beat Asuka in very unfair circumstances after an attack that left Asuka basically unable to compete, courtesy of Tegan Nox. But Dakota Kai, no shame. She walked in, won that championship, has only made 2 successful defenses of that belt since then. And remember, that's in comparison to Asuka, who made 20 successful defenses during Asuka's 727-day reign. And hopefully Dakota Kai's reign will not get up into that territory. At least I hope not. If Kai's made 20 defenses, it means she's probably held the belt for about 10 years on this current pace. Maybe that's why Ronda Rousey has gotten such positive fan reaction, something that she hasn't gotten for a lot of her career, really since she left the mixed martial arts arena. But fans believe that Ronda Rousey is professional enough and a legitimate enough champion that that belt will be given a little bit more respect if Rousey is to take it from Dakota Kai tonight. Kai feels differently, and that's why she got herself into this tables match with Ronda Rousey. Again, the first time that a world title has ever been defended in a tables match. Well, I have no idea what the strategy could be in a match like this, and Rousey, it seems, she's thinking go right for a table. And she does, and Dakota Kai, she is maybe going for the one on the other side. She does. The only rule in this match, put your opponent through a table. It has to break. Other than that, do what you gotta do. And both women thinking, I will get a table in this ring right now, and Rousey immediately using it as its own weapon. It's so rare to see a match like this, not just specifically a tables match. We've talked about the history that this makes, but just a match in general that does not involve a pinfall or a submission for the finish. It's very rare that you see that for a championship in general admission wrestling. We don't do it very often. Makes it pretty special when it does happen, and in cases like this, makes it pretty historic. Rousey with a clothesline over the top goes Kai. One table up in the ring, and now Rousey drops one, and that landed right near the ankle of Dakota Kai. This is a vicious Ronda Rousey. You can tell that she is not happy that Dakota Kai brought her back into this, and now Rousey with a German suplex on the outside. And the fans are happy that this kind of destructive, violent Ronda Rousey is here. The fans probably never will forgive Dakota Kai for beating Asuka, one of the ultimate fan favorites, and now this turnbuckle pad makes itself another new friend. It's a very unwilling one in the world's champion Dakota Kai, and now Kai, you can see, kind of caught the table there, didn't break, so she's still okay. She hangs on to her title. This is a fast and furious match, and I wouldn't be surprised if this match is over in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Both women know how dangerous something like this really is, and for Kai, thinking about all of the different things that could happen that could end up with her losing her title, just an errant suplex could end Dakota Kai's title reign right now. So I think Kai is very much aware of that. Ronda Rousey backed up very near the table. Kai sees it, and Kai drops her through with a teardrop suplex. And that is it. Dakota Kai took full advantage of Ronda Rousey, and I told you that this match would end quickly, and I told you that the errant suplex could do it. Dakota Kai drives Ronda Rousey neck first through the table with a teardrop suplex, and just like that, the match is over. Dakota Kai is still the champ. The fans are not happy, but unfortunately, this is what you get in a match like this. Folks, our main event is coming up next. Aleister Black versus Walter, no DQ. Let's take a look back at how we got here. And Walter doesn't like it. He goes back to the referee. I will come back for Aleister Black, for the title he and GAW stole from me. Walter takes on Cody Rhodes for #1 contendership. So let me go out there with you and watch your back. Black did exactly what he said he was gonna do. Black mass, black mass. I look at Walter as a shell of a man who once professed the ring is sacred. Now he desecrates it every day. Walter has him in his sights. Big splash from Walter, and Walter wins. 3 power bombs from Walter, and the referee, the referee stops the match.
Next Friday, you will not be going home. I will break you.
Well, when you talk about Walter and Aleister Black, all you can say is the rivalry between these two has been absolutely brutal. And I don't just mean in terms of the war of words being exchanged. When you look at when these two have fought each other, when they've been in the ring together, it has been absolute chaos. It has been some of the hardest hitting wrestling that you will ever see. And I would expect more of the same coming tonight. And the fact that it's no disqualification on top of all that, I mean, I can't even begin to imagine some of the chaos that might be coming for us, to be quite honest with you. But that's some of the fun of doing this. And the fact that Aleister Black, as world champion, is willing to step into the ring against possibly the most dangerous man on earth in Walter and defend his title, no disqualifications. It says a lot about Aleister Black. Well, Sun Tzu in The Art of War said the war is won before anyone takes the battlefield. And when it comes to intimidation, Aleister Black has no equal. This entrance is enough to strike fear in the heart of just about anyone, and I believe, even though he will never let it on, that Walter is included in that mix. I think Walter, just like everyone else, I mean, I think he sees this and maybe just a part of him would believe that just maybe he won't be able to do it. I know that Walter is one of the most confident men on earth and confident in himself. And that's, I mean, it's definitely legitimate. I mean, he's certainly earned it. He's certainly earned the right to be as confident as he is. But even the most confident will be shaken a little bit when they see Aleister Black come to the ring, especially when he has the full might of this crowd in Miami behind him. Nearly 15,000 here to watch Aleister Black versus Walter with the World Championship on the line. This is the match that everyone has been looking forward to, myself included, and it's finally going to happen. World Championship, no DQ. Let's do it. This is so awesome to see, and Walter starts things off. Big time chops and strikes from the giant Austrian. I expect we'll be seeing a whole lot of that. Walter comes in for a spear. Aleister Black gets the knees up. Over on our Discord server, we did a little impromptu poll right before this match. You can join our Discord, by the way, if you go over to the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. There's a link to join the Discord. We welcome everyone, and it means that you'll be able to take part in some polls like this. And so I asked, who is going to be world champion at the end of After Party? We had 9 responses in the poll. 7 of them believed that Aleister Black rather would be world champion when it's all said and done. Only 2 believed that Walter would come out on top. So Walter seems to not have the support of fans. And Walter trying to prove everyone wrong. You can see this is heavy strike-based offense here from Walter. And I wouldn't doubt it. This is exactly what I was expecting. Aleister Black tries to fire back. If there's anyone who could get into a striking battle with Aleister Black, it would be Walter. But I don't think anyone else on earth would dare try, given Aleister Black's MMA background. He is widely known as maybe the most dangerous striker in general admission wrestling. There's nothing you can do to outstrike a set of steel steps. Walter knows that. And Walter, oh my God, what a chop. Overhand chop to the chest of Aleister Black, and it sends Aleister Black over the barricade, and Walter follows him. Into the crowd they go. You would believe that Aleister Black would have the advantage when he's next to this crowd, given the fact that Aleister Black is a perennial fan favorite, and certainly a fan favorite right now in comparison to Walter. Going for the back elbow, Walter fends it off and sends him into the barricade, and now Walter again hits him with that strike. Aleister Black, oh, look at that. Black comes right back with that back elbow. Walter fires away again with that right. This is pretty much exactly what I was hoping to see from these two guys, given the fact that Aleister Black, probably the most dangerous striker in general admission wrestling, probably the most dangerous striker in the world. And now Black staring down Walter. Walter comes out and Black sends him right back over. What a right hand shot. Black gonna wait for him to get back in. Black got a little confident, and Walter sits him down. What a chop to the back. Is there a square inch on these men's bodies that is not going to be black and blue after a match like this? I really don't think so, and we haven't even seen any weapons yet. Oh, maybe Walter's gonna change that. Walter looking underneath, and this could go from bad to worse for Aleister Black. The thing is, Aleister Black is such an educated striker. He places his strikes so beautifully that it's almost impossible to defend. Walter is just an overpowering striker, and now Walter, talk about being overpowering. He's got himself a table, and he uses it as a weapon. We just saw enough of that in the last match. Ronda Rousey and Dakota Kai going at it in a tables match. And now Walter, you can't win by putting Aleister Black through the table. You'll still need the pinfall, but certainly putting someone through the table will help with that. Speaking of table, Walter now taking it to Aleister Black near the announce table, and Walter just tosses him with the suplex into the stairs. That is the first move other than a strike or a spear that we have seen either man attempt all day. And Walter apparently didn't want to get too far away from his comfort zone. Big chop to the chest, sends down Black, and now Walter with a huge shoulder tackle. Walter is taking control of this match. But the pinfall or submission has to happen in the ring. Sends Aleister Black in. None has been attempted so far, but we'll see. Black catches that strike as it was going to happen, and now Black going to open him up. Black is what we call an 8-point striker. Feet, knees, hands, and elbows are deadly weapons, and now a double foot stomp and a kick to follow it up. Black absolutely loves that combination, and now onto the middle rope he goes. Black has him in his sights, looking to come down with the double knees, and Walter out of the way, and oh my God. Walter trying to cave in his chest with that chop, and again, a lesser man would have given up by this point already, and Walter again. 4 chops in a row, and now a 5th. You can hear the fans giving it to him. Aleister Black, I think I see a little dent in his chest right now. Walter knows it. Into the corner goes Black, and Walter comes charging in. Gonna put more pressure onto the chest and lungs of the world champion, and now Walter comes in. First cover of the match from Walter, and it's an easy kick out from Black. Even after all that punishment, Walter barely gets a 1 count. He's going right back to work. Huge chop on the chest of Aleister Black. Got a 2 count. Aleister Black kicks out. Huge strike once again. That's pretty much all we've seen from both men. And that's, oh no! Walter puts down Aleister Black. What a right. That would have knocked out Mike Tyson. And now Walter trying to figure out what he wants to do with this table. He will set it up. Again, you don't win just by putting Aleister Black through this thing, but certainly it would help, and maybe Walter has designs on doing just that. After all of the strikes, wouldn't it be ironic if Walter wins the World Championship by putting Black through a table? Black's not going to let him do it. Black now firing away with his own strikes, but that roundhouse caught by Walter, and Black eats a lariat. There is just nothing Black can do to get the advantage. This is actually pretty similar to what we saw from their first matchup. Irish whip off. Black stops that strike, and now Black trying to fire away again. Black, a volume striker as we know, and now places Walter hung up on the top. Black now going to go to work on the forehead of the giant Austrian with some big knee strikes, and Walter falls out of the ring. This is what we saw the first time as well, that Aleister Black, he has to work a lot harder to get the advantage, I think because of Walter's unbelievable strength. It's so hard for anyone to overcome, let alone someone with such a size disadvantage. And it's disturbing to watch. Aleister Black just going down. I mean, my God, Aleister. Walter looking underneath. Maybe getting another weapon for himself here, trying to see what we have underneath. It may have been cleared out by the tables match earlier between Rousey and Kai. We've seen a couple no DQ matches, or matches that don't have disqualifications, and now Walter hasn't seen Aleister Black get to his feet. Maybe Walter's planning it out, but Black lays him out with a roundhouse. Not going to let Walter do any kind of planning. Walter catches that kick. Dragon screw leg whip from the big man. And now Walter, Irish whip, Black into the corner of the table, and you can just feel that right against the ribs. Walter underneath, and he's got himself a steel chair. Second weapon so far of the match, and we have yet to see any of the matches on this show be as brutal as this. Walter maybe looking for a third, but no, he'll go back to the steel chair. Says he hasn't used that enough. Lays it down on the chest of Aleister Black. Now back into the ring goes the big man. More of this match has happened outside the ring than in it, I feel like. And, you can hear it from here. My God, that is brutal. The knife edge chop of Walter, maybe the most dangerous on the planet right now. Aleister Black able to fend off the shoulder tackle, and Walter has to get back into the ring. Black will follow. Walter knows he's coming. You gotta wonder, at this point, Black now, both men kind of, they gotta be careful here. At this point in the match, one mistake could end things, and Black again trying to use those volume strikes, but Walter comes back, and Walter again with that knife edge chop right across the chest. Right across the sternum of Aleister Black, and Walter gonna go to work again with the steel chair. We saw two quick pin attempts from Walter pretty early on in this match, and we haven't seen anything since. Walter right to the head of Aleister Black, and now Walter again. Walter DDT onto the chair. Look at the face of Aleister Black. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is disturbing. Look at Black, and now Walter on the outside. He's got him in the rear naked choke. Black knows how to defend this. Walter trying to choke him out right now. Not that it would mean anything, of course. Pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring, and Walter lets this submission go. He knew that that was solely for extra damage to Aleister Black. He has already busted him wide open. The blood seeping down the face of Aleister Black. I can't tell where that blood is even coming from. Out of the corner comes Walter. Comes off the rope, and Walter comes back, gets Black up, powerbomb. Absolutely sickening powerbomb, and Walter to become champion. Walter, no, Aleister Black kicks out. Look at the face of Aleister Black. Walter, I'm not going to say he looks fresh, but he certainly doesn't look like that. But Black comes right back, maybe trying to open Walter up as a receipt. Big knee strike from Black to answer. And now Black catches Walter, caught that right hand. Black misses with the kick, but lays him out with the roundhouse. That is the striking power of Aleister Black. Walter up over the top rope. Black maybe not quite sure what he's gonna do, but he's going up top. Here comes Aleister Black coming down. What a kick. What a kick from Aleister Black, but he paid dearly for it. Stunned Walter, and Walter didn't even go down. He's using that barricade to keep him up on two legs. Aleister Black, though, is the first to his feet, and now Black just rams Walter into that same steel barricade that he was using. Just a thin cloth cover over that solid steel. Aleister Black maybe looking to stop Walter from being able to get him up in that powerbomb again. Black has already survived one, but he survived one in his last challenge as well. Will he be able to survive two or three? That is the question. Remember, Walter last Friday on Storm actually got the referee to stop a match because of half a dozen power bombs delivered to Adam Cole. Aleister Black now out of the corner. Black with a big knee strike. That is the first real opportunity for Aleister Black that we've seen, and now it's going to be his first cover of the match, and it may be the one to do it. No. Walter kicks out, but Aleister Black did give him a receipt for all the blood. It looks like Aleister Black busted Walter's nose on that knee strike. It connected right on the bridge. And now Aleister Black has himself a steel chair. Is he going to give a receipt to Walter? No, he will not. Aleister Black elects not to use the chair. Very reminiscent of their world title match. when Walter thought about using a chair after he had attacked a referee. Aleister Black stopped him from doing it, and Black did not do anything untoward while that happened. Now Black will do the same thing, even though at this point it's all legal. Walter to his feet, and look at the blood coming down Walter's face as well. Roundhouse from Black doesn't help matters either. Both of these men now are just leaking blood. This is absolutely grotesque. But look at what this kind of match has put these men through, and all of it with these stiff, unbearable strikes. Walter, my God! A thunderous chop. Walter hits him with a chair right in the same place, but I think Black would probably rather have the chair. God, you could hear that chop in Orlando. And now Walter sets the table back up. Maybe he has designs to use it once again. And maybe this is the kill shot for Aleister Black. Up onto the edge of the table he goes, and Black once again fights his way out of it. And Black, what's he doing? Oh my God! Oh my God, Black set the table on fire. Walter can't quite process this. Walter can't figure out what he's done. Aleister Black, I don't know if he has a plan or if he's just been knocked loopy by all of the strikes given by Walter. The fans can't believe what they've just seen. Aleister Black maybe doesn't need the table. Black doesn't need the table. No, he doesn't. Black mass. He doesn't need the table. It's over. Aleister Black with Walter. He's got the leg hooked. No! Walter kicks out. Maybe Aleister Black does need that table after all. He was hoping he could end things right there, and so were the fans. But now Walter on his feet once again. Both men are just out of it. Black mass caught by Walter into a power bomb. The second of the day if you're keeping score at home. And now Aleister Black, I can't believe he's still on his feet being supported by Walter near that table. Walter, oh my God, don't do it. Walter up with Black. Walter powerbomb. Of all the sickening things that I have seen, that is Aleister Black going through the table that he set on fire. And Black, he's already dealt with so much. Walter, no, Black kicked out. I thought for sure that Walter was the world champion. And I think even Walter for a split second believed that he was. Walter's gonna go back to that chair. The ring has been cleared out. Both men have tried everything, and you can see it on their faces. Look at the toll that this match has taken on these two men. And now Walter, he's saying at this point, we're gonna play it simple. A chair to the head, that'll do it 3 times. And now Walter going for 4th. Black caught it. Black caught the chair, and now Black with a knee right to the back. And again, you get the feeling that it's gonna have to be a strike that ends this match. After everything we've been through, 20 minutes, and now Black with the chair. Ooh, right to the stomach, and now Black, he's got another receipt for the big man. DDT on the chair. The fans are into it. Oh my God, look at the face of Aleister Black. This is absolutely disgusting. Walter to his feet. Black has that chair again. What's he gonna do? Black, oh my God, Black mass to the chair. He tossed it to Walter. Black mass through the chair. Aleister Black is world champion. And still, my God, the toll that this match has taken on these men. Can you even believe it? I have never seen something like this. A match this violent, this bloody, without, I mean, you can find a match like this, but you'd be talking matches that have light tubes and baseball bats and barbed wire. This match had a chair and a table and two men that don't know how to give up. Aleister Black, I thought it was over. Powerbomb through a flaming table in the referee's hand, and there's another look. Black Mass threw a chair into Walter's busted up head, and Aleister Black somehow, by hook or by crook, retains the World Championship. Think about what this match has put these men through. Aleister Black can barely stand, but god damn it, he is still world champion. Folks, thank you so much for joining us in Miami. Thank you for joining us for After Party. You guys are the absolute best. Check out our website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. Join our Discord, check out our Spotify, and remember to subscribe because we got Storm Chaser coming up next Monday. Thank you so much again. We appreciate you.